Hey everybody, this is Jeff the Zymologist back again with another review. Switching gears from the bourbon, we've done that for a little while. Now we're going to switch over to some scotch. I was able to get my hands on a very select scotch whiskey recently. It is Glenmorangie's 7th private edition offering called Milsean. I don't know if you can see that from the glare, but there you go, Milsean Private Edition. If you're an Indiana Hoosiers fan like I am, rep your alma mater with this bad boy, although it should be noted that they only made a couple thousand bottles of this whiskey. Here's what the bottle looks like, very typical Glenmorangie, but it does have the red and white candy stripes. Reminds you of a candy store if you came from a small town that had a candy store, local confectionery. Milsean is Gaelic for sweet things, so it's supposed to be evocative of sweets. Going to a sweet shop, of course, there's always the rub of the Scotch producers using the Gaelic Irish term Milsean, or any term for that matter of the Gaelic dialect. But this is a very special whiskey. It was started out, they took Glenmorangie, aged it, and used bourbon casks, which is no surprise there. But they acquired some Portuguese wine barrels, red wine barrels, and they retoasted those. So all the stain that you had on the inside of the barrels, all the stained wine that had seeped into the wood, was now being revitalized and extracted once again whenever they toasted it. And then they put the Glenmorangie to age in there after the bourbon barrels. So what you get is you get a beautiful copper, almost a peach color, and that'll come into play later. Just absolutely crystal clear copper peach color. Sniffing it on the nose, you get sweet floral essences, a little bit of spiciness, which I like from my scotches. I like, I've been on a bourbon kick the past couple of years, but as far as scotches go, I like the fruity, robust, floral taste. But this doesn't taste, or smell rather, like, say, a Bren. If you've had Bren, or maybe it's pronounced Brenet, it's a French single malt whiskey, and it is very sweet and tastes like sugary, sugar-like substance, almost as if it were just kind of a fancy Southern Comfort knockoff. But no, this Milsean just smells beautiful. I'm going to give it a little taste here. Definitely some sweetness going on there, and it's not that sugary sweet. It's much more of biting into some fresh fruit, natural sugar. So I think it can taste like cantaloupe, a little bit of that, beautiful buttery, like toasted almond, which is reminiscent of some of Glenmorangie's whiskeys. I get pear, I get nectarine, some peach, and it's all just this fresh fruit flavor. But, also to smell it, it does sort of, it is evocative of walking into a candy store, a confectionery where they make, fresh truffles and fudge and things like that. The most beautiful part about this is that whenever you first take a taste and it hits the tip of your tongue, it's not going to burn you out. This is 92 proof, 46% by alcohol by volume, which I think 40 to 100 or 90 to 100 proof, 45 to 50% alcohol by volume is just perfect for bourbons. I really like that 90 proof, bourbons or scotches rather. I really like that 90 proof, but this is warm going down, but it's not hot, and it's definitely not hot on the tongue or inside your mouth. It's very neutral. This is one of the best whiskeys I've ever had. As you can see, I've gotten into it once or twice with a friend. Typically, that's how I drink my whiskey, is with a friend. No, it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe that this is the first one of the private edition that I've had from Glenmorangie. But then again, though, I haven't been exactly on the hunt for these. Sometimes a friend will refer me or talk about them to me, give me their thoughts, and I'll go out and buy a bottle to try out as a review. So if you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of these, I definitely recommend doing it. I think that I got my bottle around $75 through Big Red Liquors here in Indiana. They only had a handful of bottles, and you had to email their marketing VP to get a bottle, and you had to be on their VIP list, and blah 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 blah. You get the point. It's very hard to get, but you know, on the secondary market, there are people selling these, say on Bottle Spot and things like that. You can find them for a little over $100 a bottle. But keep an eye out. You know, your local liquor store may have a bottle by chance, and that does happen. So definitely look for this. If you see the red and white candy stripes sticking out at you, big time, grab a bottle. You will not be disappointed. If you're a Scotch fan, you're going to love it, especially if you like the sweeter Scotches. And you know, I can't say one way or another. I like peaty Scotches. I like smoky. I like, you know, the sweet, whatever. But this is beautiful. I mean, it's just insanely good. Like I said, fresh fruits galore, baked chocolates. It's a must-try whiskey, absolutely. So definitely pick this one up. Once again, Milsean from Glenmorangie, their private edition, their 7th offering, the private edition. Make sure you go ahead and click subscribe, like, and share this video if you liked what you saw. If you didn't like what you saw, go ahead and like and share, but let me know. Tweet at the Zymologist. Again, that's ZYMOLOGIST, and give me your thoughts. Again, thank you, everybody.